This Jewish fast, normally a little-known Jewish fast, Shiva Asar B'Tammuz, which literally translates to the 17th of the month, the Hebrew month of Tammuz, is normally not so widely observed in the Jewish community. I dare say that this year's events have, for Jews, brought more observance in a strange and sadly ironic way to the holiday of Shiva Asar B'Tammuz. But I wanted to just briefly mention why it is that we fast generally on these days, and then relate that to what is currently going on. The Mishnah, the Jewish oral law teaching, says as follows: 5 calamities befell our ancestors on the 17th of Tammuz, on this day, and also 5 on the 9th of Av, a fast day in just 3 weeks from today. On the 17th of Tammuz, the tablets were broken. Moses came down and saw the Israelites worshiping the golden calf, and he broke the tablets. Those people were not worthy to receive that divine law. The daily burnt offering ceased. The daily prayer and worship in the temple ceased due to Roman occupation of Israel. The city walls were breached. It's when, during the times of the Second Temple, the city walls were breached, destroyed, siege to Jerusalem, which resulted in mass death of the Jewish people, and then eventually the loss of sovereignty. Apostomus burned the scroll of the law. A Torah scroll was burned in public by one of the Roman generals, Apostomus, and an idol was set up in the Kodesh Kodashim, in the sanctuary. These are the 5 things which Jews fast for that occurred on the 17th of Tammuz, but I think that there is one link between all of them. For us, the idea of the Beit HaMikdash, of a temple in Jerusalem, it's not a physical idea of a building. Of course, there was a building, but it's not about a building. It is fundamentally about the symbol of God's presence dwelling, and the prophet says that it should be a house of prayer for all nations, and so many prophetic visions describe people coming together to pray in peace at that very place where today we come together, because there is so much conflict in the Middle East today. And these fasts really commemorate, in a certain way, the loss of that harmony and that unity which we yearn for, which we hope for in that world, that little bit of divine presence. You know, the root of all of us coming together as a faith community, I think we all share this notion that not just there's a God, like there's some boss up there who bosses us all around and we hopefully follow. But the notion for all of us of a God is that humans are created in God's image with dignity, and that we each come together and have something special to contribute to that great human venture, and that our faith together leaves us as people in a better place. And so it's really our responsibility as members of the faith community to come together and to show what it means that humans are created in the image of God, that we can bring the godly into our world, and ultimately even the physical dwelling of God into our places of worship and into our cities. A famous but little-known Jewish prayer says, Atash adir b'maron shalchein b'gvura, a God who is dwelling in the heavens and who dwells with b'gvura, with strength. Atash shalom v'shimcha shalom. You are peace, and your name is peace. God is peace. It's not a descriptive, it's not an adjective. God is peace. Where do we want to find God? If we see peace, that is God. V'shimcha shalom. And that's actually how God relates to us. His name is peace. Names are how we relate. So internally, what is God at his core? Peace. Peace is God. And that's also the name God takes. That's how he relates to us. And it's my hope and prayer that all of us together can come together and really start what is a long process, I think, of healing, of coming together and recognizing that we each have valuable contributions to make in our own faith traditions, but that coming together we can solve conflicts by recognizing our dignity, by talking, by praying together, and hopefully we'll pray for and partner with God in making a more peaceful resolution. I think it won't happen tomorrow, right? That's not how things work, but if we continue these kinds of things of coming together, then we can lay the seeds so that a new generation doesn't prize conflict and seeks other solutions.